Yo, what's good, everybody? Y'all know the sounds, y'all know the names. It's Idiots with a Podcast. We back in the building once again, man. Look, hey, it's gonna go down. We got a good show coming up for y'all. But before we jump right into the show, I got my brother with me, man. See what's good, bro.
What's good? What's good? What's good?
Hey, man, we finna have a good show, man. We got some things to discuss, man. As we told y'all, we coming back with some new content, and we're gonna try to make this thing as great as possible. Um, and you know what? Just because of that, we're gonna start it off like we usually do, but we're not gonna stay on this topic for long because we got some other stuff we need to get into, and those discussions gonna be this discussion gonna be real interesting. Let's just say that. For y'all that's just tuning in, man, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. Idiots with a Podcast. When we get into this next segment, the sports segment, if y'all want to comment on that, that's fine. Let us know how you feel about that. We're not going to discuss that for too long. But after the sports segment, we want y'all to tune in, chime in just a little bit. Let us know. Um, Give us your thoughts on how you're going to answer those questions as well. I'm not just going to leave it to us two to answer it, but we want y'all to answer it as well in the comments. So, um, for us, it is for the podcast. We started off as a sports show. Our big thing was always sports. That's where we started. That's how we got this thing going up. Um, so for this first segment, man, we just gonna go ahead and jump right into it. We know NBA Finals going on. Series 3-1 going back to Boston. They play on tomorrow night. Um, Give me your thoughts. I'm gonna just let you know. I think it's over with, but go ahead. I'm gonna let you have the floor.
Have the floor for what, my brother? This shit is a wrap.
So you feel like I do, basically.
I'm gonna say this though. I'm gonna say this. I do feel like I don't feel like Dallas gonna go away easily. Uh, this next game. Um, it was good to see them in Game 4. Show some fight. That was good to see. But the game obviously was boring as hell. It was a blowout. Um, it was good to see that. I definitely think Boston closes it out Monday. Uh, if they don't, it's going 7.
Hmm.
I mean that. If Boston do not close it out Monday, well, tomorrow, that shit is going 7. And if that happens, you remember what I said if it goes 7. I'm not going to repeat it right now because the percentages of this going to a game 7 is very low, and that shit is it's looking like it's not going to happen. But I will repeat, if this shit let me scratch that. If Boston don't close it out tomorrow, it will go 7 games. Because then the pressure is all on Boston, and we know how they play when they have pressure. So, but I do think they close it out tomorrow. I think I like them by like double digits. I think
Oh, we
I think
did
I
close
think
that.
fourth quarter they'll have a comfortable lead, and then I like them by like maybe like 14, something like that. But if this was going back, if this was going to Dallas and it was 3-1, I would pick Dallas. So I'm gonna say that. But I do, like I said, I think even though I don't want Boston to close it out, I want this shit to be a long series, but it's not looking like it will be. But you never know, bro. Like, you really never know. As long as you got Luka and Kyrie Irving offensively, anything can happen. Uh, and Luka heard all the chatter. He heard everything. He came out and played defense. Game 4, that was some of the best defense he ever played. And it wasn't necessarily about the defense. It was more so the effort. That was like the biggest thing with me. If you have the reputation of not being a good defender, you can at least show effort. And me watching him game 3, it was more so effort than it was defense. Because it's like, I mean, we all seen that Jaylen Brown dunk. Like, Luka, you supposed to pick that man up. You basically gave him a red carpet to the rim. So, I mean, like I said, it's about effort, bro, on defense. Like, yeah, you don't have that lateral quickness, but you can show some effort, at least try. And it don't look like he tried sometimes. But game 4, he definitely tried. But game 3 was probably the worst effort from a superstar in the NBA Finals I ever seen. And I've been watching basketball for a long ass time, probably since I was a kid, bro. So that was just that was a disgrace to be a leader of a team, superstar of a team. What message were you sending to your? And then you shooting fadeaways, step back fadeaways, and shit like that, and not getting back on defense, falling on the ground, begging for a foul. But game 4, you showed up. So maybe that was a step in the right direction. We don't know. Like they say, bro, records are meant to be broken. No team has ever come back from a 3-0, especially in no fucking finals. 3-1, we all know about that. But 3-0, so I mean, I would love to see Dallas come all the way back. Hell, I picked them in this series. So I mean, you have Boston in 5, and it's looking like, it's trending in that right direction. Obviously, Boston is the more complete team. That fucking starting 6, well, that the first 6 on their roster, the best 6 on their roster. I mean, you throwing in Porzingis in there, obviously. It's problems for any team. So, major salute to Boston. But I mean, can Dallas force a game? What will this be? Game 6?
Yeah, game 6.
They definitely can. They definitely can. Will they? I wouldn't bet on it. And again, like I said, if you have Luka and Kyrie offensively, you walking into the game like, hey, let's just see what happens. So we'll see, but I think Boston closes it out because I feel like they feel the moment is there. Because if they don't win this, bro, it could get ugly. It could get ugly. It could get very ugly. Shit can get spooky and ugly quick. Remember, I said that. So I'm gonna leave it there.
Oh man, all I'm gonna say is when it comes to this series, like you said, I chose Boston in 5 before it started. I wanted to see 7 games. So if it goes 7 games, I would be just fine because I always wanted to see 7 games. But I chose Boston in 5 games. I just think they're the better team. Everybody says Boston was playing like they were ready to, like they had the championship already, and Dallas played like they were a team that was needed to win. And I don't think it's that Boston thought they wanted the championship. I just think Dallas finally played like we know they can play. Um, the difference is you got to keep that up for 4 straight games. Um, while it's possible, it's not probable in this situation. Um, so for me, I'm always going to say I just think Boston is the best team, and I think they're going to win it. I think they close it out, but it has to be a Jaylen Brown game. Um, Jason Tatum is a talented player. This is not me pitting them against each other, this, that, and the other. But just watching that team play, Jaylen Brown is the best player on that team. Um, it's not me criticizing Jason Tatum because Jason Tatum is talented. If you talk about who's the more talented player, that's Jason Tatum. It's not a question. Um, but when you talk about the best player, it's Jaylen Brown. We're talking about the guy that came into the series, said, I got to go out, get 25 a night, and I'm going to take on the challenge of guarding the best player on the other team. I can't, how am I supposed to say you're not the best player when you're doing things on both ends of the floor? That's what, for me, that's what stands out. If you're making this impact on both sides of the floor and you're doing it at a high level and you're doing it much more efficiently than the other guy who's supposed to be much more talented than you are, there's no question who the better player is. They're gonna have guys step up. They're playing at home. I already know this. Role players play better at home. Al Horford's gonna play his game. Drew's not gonna be 1 for 7 through 2.5 quarters. Derek White's not gonna miss all the shots that he's been missing. Jason Tatum's gonna shoot the ball a little bit better. He's been struggling with his shot all playoffs basically, but he's gonna shoot it a little better. But when it comes down to it, it's gonna be Jaylen Brown that helps them win that game, and he's gonna hoist that MVP trophy. That's just how I feel about it. I will say this: if they do decide we giving that MVP to the finals losing team, I'm gonna be upset.
Why would they?
That discussion has happened. Yeah, it's been going on since the series got to 2-0. Everybody was like, oh well, if they lose, Luka's still been the best player on the floor. No, he hasn't. No, he has not. Let's stop the nonsense. He's been great scoring the ball in moments, but if you're the best player in the world, I expect you to get it done on both sides of the floor. Game 4 was the first game I saw him get down in a defensive stance and make an effort to stay in front of people. Now, he's not going to be able to stay in front of everybody. The fact that he can stay in front of Jason Tatum tells me more about Jason Tatum than it does about him. But at the same time, you got to put that effort in every single game, every game. And that's tough, bro. Everybody references the 3-1 comeback, Cavs against the Warriors. Y'all got to understand. Kyrie was younger. That's number one. Kyrie was younger. The role players in that series played in games 5 through 7. They did what they were supposed to do. But that man took it to a whole nother level. We don't even need to mention his name. We know who he was. That level that he took it to was, I've only seen maybe two people reach that level in the NBA Finals. So it's not easy to just say, oh yeah, we got to go out there. We're gonna take it one game at a time. If we win this one, we'll win the next one. No, it's not that easy. Yeah, you got to get one. They got one. I respect them for getting one. No, you can't get swept in the finals, especially not against a team that's. I don't think Boston is just that much better than Dallas. I think they have better pieces around their stars, but just matching up, I don't think they're far and away a better team. So we'll see, man. We'll see. Game 5 tomorrow night. I'm expecting better effort from Boston. They don't really lose back-to-back games. They playing at home, which they don't really lose much at home either. But like you said, if Dallas gets a win tomorrow night, things will get a little spooky. So we'll see. But I'm still going with the Celtics. So, any more thoughts on that?
Hey, I feel how you feel, bro. I pretty much said how I felt. Let me ask you this: do you feel like this final's been boring?
No, I don't think. I don't think it's been boring. I wouldn't say that's the word. I think it's been.
Has it been entertaining to you?
I think it's been a little anticlimactic, basically. Basically meaning.
Wait. Hold on. Do you know how to spell that word?
Come on, bro.
I don't even know what that means.
It means I'm gonna let you know. It means there's never been a moment where it's just like everything is just at that highest peak when like you glued to the television.
Yeah.
Outside of the I would say outside of because game one that
Game 3 was the
over.
better.
Game one was over before it even got to halftime. Like
Game 3 was the game.
game two was closer, and that one was pretty good. Game three, I believe that was the game when Jaylen Brown had the dunk.
That's when Luka fouled out. Yeah, game 3 when Luka.
Those two moments, the dunk and the foul out, those two were like the biggest moments of the series. Like you thought, oh yeah, this what the final's supposed to be like. But now you get to game four, it's a blowout. Mavericks up by 40. Come on now. Come on, bro. Like, nah. And then it hasn't been as exciting as some of the other finals were. But I wouldn't say it's been boring. It's been better than what I thought it was gonna be. I thought it would be like Boston blowout, then Dallas close game, and then whatever happens from there. But it's been a little. I wouldn't rate it like if you rank the last 10 NBA finals, it would probably rank somewhere around that 6 to 8 range. Like I couldn't put it any higher than that.
You said the last 10, right?
Yeah.
So we started 2014.
That means starting with 20, the LeBron and the King versus
2014, right? Like you said, last 10 years.
Well, it would technically start with 2015. So when it was Bron, Della, Mozgov.
I mean,
that series went to 6 games. That series was much better than this one. Like I would go back and watch that series before I watch this series again.
I mean, yeah, but
it's because it was the first time. It was the first time we got to see LeBron be selfish.
Yeah. So I don't really like the whole we comparing like finals, right?
But it was also a little more star power in that series. Like you had the Warriors, you had Steph, Clay, Draymond, you had Bron, and then Kyrie gets hurt game 1. So
yeah. So we looking just if we're just basing off from 2015 to 2019, I don't think this finals is better than any those finals. Even though 2018, we everybody knew, the Cavs not winning because everybody knew what was going on. It was basically like LeBron and fucking a bunch of guys off the street going against
basically, but
the
still,
fucking monster.
Even with,
but we still wanted to see that.
Yeah, even with that being a 4-0 series, that game 1 when he went for 51, niggas was tuned in. like,
bro, you want to know what's crazy? You want to know what's crazy? Like, bro, that was probably like just based off like that. We just talking about his performance. That is probably in the finals. You can't go back and say, "Hey, bro, it's a better game." It's many games better than that one. Like that's in recent memory. Obviously, Giannis, the 50-point closeout.
Yeah. That
LeBron game, and those is probably like 2 of the top ones in the finals in the last 10 years.
Yeah, so like I said, I wouldn't say it's not a boring series. It's just it doesn't have those moments that helps it to elevate above some of the other ones. But I mean, I enjoyed it, but it's sports. I'm gonna watch it. So
yeah,
it's sports for me. So
so I feel the same. But honestly, bro, I could care less who win. I really don't give a fuck personally. I really don't. I'm honestly just ready for this shit to end, bro. Like, I'm just ready for this shit to end, dog. I don't know. Like, the playoffs been cool, but it's like, okay, they're the playoffs. They've been all right. I mean, It's been cool. You know, even like the best series in the whole playoffs was probably Denver and the Timberwolves.
Absolutely.
So it's like, I mean, what the hell? But I mean,
Denver. I would say Denver, and I would say the best playoff series were both second round series. You had Denver and
but
Minnesota, and you had Indiana.
let me
You
ask,
had Indiana and the Knicks.
let me ask you this: do you think the Lakers and the Nuggets series was more entertaining than the finals? Every game was close now. And yeah, it went 5, but every game was close.
I I mean, I would say it was just as entertaining because I knew what the outcome was going to be. Um, I didn't expect the Lakers to beat the Nuggets, but I did expect the games to be close because it's Bron and AD versus Murray and Jokic. Like we understand that.
Right.
But if I had to watch a series over, I would watch that Lakers and Nuggets series before I watch this one. That's just
right. So I mean,
but it was good though. It was
yeah, it was all right. It was all right. But you got any more thoughts?
Nah, man, I'm ready to jump into the next segment. I've been waiting on this.
Listen, man, I knew this was coming.
I've
Pause.
been waiting.
Pause.
I've been waiting
Pause.
on.
Pause. I knew what was about to, what was. I had to say pause. I knew what was about to say, what you was about to bring up. So what's good, Tez? So I knew what was coming up. Pause. So yo, is it? Look, I be feeling lame as hell saying that, bro. I'm a grown ass man. Why? Why? But nah. But
Hey, man, I'm over here. I'm vibing, bro.
all
I'm
right,
vibing.
but
Uh,
seriously though. Um, next topic.
Next topic, man. We told y'all that we wanted to do a little something different, and we wanted to, just show a different side of us that y'all don't see much. Y'all know we talk about sports, and we love sports. Look, that's first and foremost. But for y'all that don't know, we always big music fans. Just on we on different ends of, I guess, different ends of the field, basically. Let's say it like that. Um, we we love different genres of music, but obviously, you probably more than likely more versed in the rap game. Um, Me, I'm more versed in the R&B. That's just R&B and soul. That's my vibe. So with that being said, I posed this question to you a few weeks ago, and I wanted to give you some time to think about it. And this is for all the viewers, for all y'all tuning in. We appreciate y'all. I want y'all to chime in as well. Give me your list. This is all subjective. We not arguing about anything, but I just want to get just a feel for what y'all think and how y'all minds work. If let's just say if you had to put together a top five list of the greatest R&B groups in your mind, if you had to put together a list, top five R&B groups, who would be on that list?
You already know who I'm gonna say first.
Yeah, you can get the first one out of the way. Go ahead.
New Edition.
I think most people would. I would say about 98% of the 98% of the chat would say that's a good choice.
And I'll say of the 80s, dominated the 80s. 90s, obviously, early 90s, everybody, had like solo careers and stuff like that. but I will definitely say New Edition. That's one. Not in order. I'm just throwing them, and they in my 5. They in there. I got Jodeci in there too. Oh my gosh, yo, here this dude go, bro.
Go ahead, bro. Let me turn that off. Let me stop, bro. Let me stop.
Yo.
That's my bad, bro. That's my bad.
That's crazy. Yo, you wildin'. Nah, but I feel like the what's the name of that album? I want to make sure. Was it Home Again?
For who is that?
New Edition.
New Edition.
When they were all on it, like Gil, Bobby Brown, Ralph. When all of them was on it. I'm not talking about Heartbreak when it wasn't Bobby. It's called Home Again. I want to make sure.
They had Candy Girl. They had just New Edition. They had Heartbreak, and they had One Love.
What was the one? Nah, when they was like all sitting on the couch, the album cover. What, like when they was like in like all white or some shit like that.
What was the name of that one?
I think it was Home Again, right?
What was the name of it? Oh, why can't
it was Home Again.
I think that's what it was though.
That album right there, that shit underrated.
Yeah, Home Again.
Like I understand Heartbreak was that one, but
yeah, Home Again. That was the name of it.
Yeah. That was that heat. They could have went without the Bad Boy album. They could have went without that. But yeah, I would go New Edition. Jodeci just simply based off their first 2 albums. For me personally.
Hey man, Jodeci always got to be in there, bro.
They got to be in there. Boys and Men.
Absolutely.
That's 3. But I want to take it back though. Before I was born, before you was born, I mean, it's only right. You gotta have a 5 in there.
Hey man, hey.
You got to, because without them, it wouldn't be.
Look, bro, if you got an R&B group discussion and you don't say the 5, even if you say they get an honorable mention because they gotta be mentioned because
they have to
you can't not be included when you got the greatest of all time in your group. Like,
so that's 4. That's 4 right there. And then shit, I probably was made off Jodeci to be honest. Shit.
I don't know what I ain't even asked that.
I don't know, but shit, I probably was. I don't know. Shit.
I was probably made off this next group you probably finna say, honestly. I feel like I know where you're going.
I already told you before we started it. That's why you said that. I gotta have the Isleys there.
That's why you my guy, man. That's why.
But my favorite out of all of them is New Edition. Like that Heartbreak, bro.
That's a good list, bro. Like that's a real good list. I can't argue with that list. I'm not gonna argue because it's your list. Like
bro, that Heartbreak album right there, bro. Dog, that's that heat. Now, if we going like female wise, that's different. Like obviously, I would throw in like different names. You feel me? But I just wanted to just stick to males. Pause. So
you killing me, bro. Come on, man.
All right, but yeah, that'd be my 5. And the ladies, obviously you got your Destiny's Childs.
You got TLC. You got SWV. In Vogue. You got a lot.
I mean, we can go on. some honorable mention male groups. High Five.
Absolutely.
You know, take shit. We can go way, way back.
Well, some of the ones you said are on my five. For me, Boyz II Men is number one. That's for me, just for me, because I like the vocals. That's me, you know. I like the vocals. So they get a spot. New Edition gets a spot. Jodeci gets a spot, but I was always a big Casey and JoJo fan, so Jodeci got to get a spot. Man, I don't. Isley Brothers gets a spot. That's 4. One that we left off that was going. I was thinking about it. I was like, should I put him at 5 or put him in my honorable mention? Dru Hill. I think I'm gonna put him in my honorable mention. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put him in my honorable mention because
Dru World Order.
My 5th one is a little off a little bit. Everybody's gonna be looking at me kind of crazy, but
No Temptations?
Nah, no Temptation. And I love the Temptation. You know.
Oh man.
I gotta say my 5. Let me pull this up real quick because I'm gonna just put that out there because this is my 5th group for everybody that you know. I had to put that out there, man, because just listen, man. I had to, bro. That's my group right there, bro. Like so underrated. So underrated. I had to put them in my 5, bro. I had to. Like people don't understand, bro. Bro, let me tell you. When I tell you I'm a fan of vocals, they have to be in my 5. And the reason I put them in my 5, it's really off of one song. Like they got some classics. But one song put them in my 5. They don't know nothing about that, bro.
So wait. Name your 5 again.
All right, so Boyz II Men, New Edition, Isley Brothers. Man, it's tough, bro, because
you said Dru Hill.
Jodeci.
Now you honorable mention.
Yeah, Dru Hill gets in the honorable mention. Jodeci get the 4th spot, and Mint Condition gets the 5 spot. But it's just so many, bro. It's so many that we could put in there.
Now, I like that list. I like that list. I like
y'all go ahead and let me know what y'all top 5s are in the comments. Comment your top 5 best R&B groups. We're not trying to argue about it or anything. We just want to see what the vibes are. Y'all
yeah. I don't want no text like, bro, what's up with your list, or somebody FaceTiming me, and you know who you is. Oh, bro, why you didn't name this? Why you didn't name that? Fuck out of here, nigga. I'm not trying to hear that. So I'm not trying to hear that right now.
Oh my goodness.
So you asked me my top 5 R&B groups. I gave them to you.
Mm-hmm.
Pause. So let me ask you this. Who are your top 5 MCs of all time?
Hey, man.
Wait. If you would like some time, like you did me, pause, then, I'll look out. I'll give you a few days. But that's the question I'm asking you.
Top 5 MCs.
It don't have to be in order. We don't do that. We don't do the order.
Do you want top 5 MCs or do you want top 5 rappers?
we let's throw the MC. Let's throw the MCs aside. Some people don't know the difference. Let's just say
MCs is tough because
hey, no. I'll make it a little easier. Let's go top 5 rappers.
whew, top 5 rappers for me.
Damn, that's literally my list.
Top 5 rappers for me. Wayne is in there. Gotta be. Man, I know it's a lot of rappers, man. It's a lot of rappers. But I'm gonna throw my guy in there. He don't get no love, but I'm gonna throw him in there. Crit is one for me. All right, that's 2.
You missed you didn't name your boy yet, but I know you going to name.
See, I was gonna put him on the MC list.
I don't think you talking. I don't know if we talking about the same guy.
We probably not. The other guy you probably talking about is probably he's on that list. J. Cole. He's on that list.
I want to talk about him.
No. See, man, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, I grew up on X, so like
he gotta be in there. If
he has to be. Like, there's nobody that captured the game like X did. Like, no, I don't care. Nobody. Like, when you got two number ones in the same, hey, bro. Nobody. So he definitely in there, but I grew up on him. It's like I can't listen to rap and not have DMX somewhere on the playlist. So that's 4. Who I want to get that last spot to, man? I really want to go with man.
Who you 3 Stacks?
No, I'm not putting him in the top 5 rap list. I want to put him on a couple of these guys gonna be on both lists. I'm not gonna take 3 Stacks because I know how people feel about that discussion. He ain't got no solo albums, this, that, and the other. I don't care about that. I don't want to hit. When you talk about the greatest to put a pen to a paper, his name on that list. So I'll leave him out of the top 5 rappers. But if we talk about top 5 rappers, man, you know what? I'm gonna give that last spot to who the fuck is this? Paging me at 5:46 in the morning, crack of dawning. Now I'm yawning. Wipe the coal out my eye. See who this paging me and why. I'm gonna just leave it at that. If y'all don't know who that is, then you too young for this show. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. Arguably the greatest storyteller to ever grace a microphone. So that's all I'm gonna say. I said arguably. I didn't say definitively.
Hey, brother, there's no shame in your game. I respect the 5.
Now everybody gonna be like, there's a couple guys you left off the list. They should have been on. Look, one of those guys. List. Yeah, this is my list. One of those guys I didn't grow up listening to. If you don't know, I'm from Louisiana. Listening to that guy, we ain't do that much. I'm gonna just be honest about that. But, I didn't really listen to that guy until I got to college.
But this is the thing though. I don't feel like I always felt like this, and unfortunately, it is what it is. I always felt like it sucks that music is so regional. I'm not saying you. It sucks that music is so regional biased to the point that just because, like, you'll have people who are from up north or New York, whatever. They'll have their top 5, and they're all from New York, and it's you expect that. But then someone from the South would be like, "Oh, y'all biased this, y'all biased that." But it's people from the South who I know personally, their top 5s is like 4 to 5 is like all from the South. So it's like you can't say one coast is biased and literally you're being biased as well. Not saying all people from both coasts are like that. I'm just saying. So, because I mean, me, I'm a mixture of both. I mean, I grew up north. I lived in the south. So it's like I have, I have, I have feelings on both sides. I mean,
Absolutely.
so that's just how I feel like. But as far as like West Coast music, I never really like. I'm not gonna say I was never a fan, but I didn't play much West Coast music. Like I know West Coast music, but I don't know it like I know East Coast music, South music. I don't know it like I know that.
Yeah,
So
West Coast music. If you ask me what West Coast music I listen to the most, it would probably be at the top of the list would be NWA. Like that's who I listen to the most. Um,
I mean, it's influential.
yeah, they would be the most. Um, honestly, K Dot might be next, but that's really only two tapes that I listen to from him. So, um, and after that, I mean, probably would be Pac, but I wouldn't really. I've never been a big Pac fan. I'll listen to the music. He made some good music, but as far as just rappers, and I'll listen to some. Obviously, I'll listen to Nip. I'll put on a documentary real quick with no issues. But other than that, I'm not. I don't have no West Coast rappers in my top five list because I know people gonna be like, "Hey, he changed the game. This that. And he changed it for you. He ain't changed it for me. He was a he was a fun guy. That's the type of music he made for me. His music wasn't what he rapped about wasn't believable to me. Like that's just how it was. And yes, that diss track is a little overrated in my opinion. So that's just all I'm gonna say on that.
I mean, I'm not gonna say I don't agree. I mean,
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Thank you.
I feel like,
Somebody said that he not even technically from the West Coast. So
but the thing is with Pop, and I always felt like, yes, obviously he's not the technical rapper or whatever, lyricist, whatever. But what he lacked in that department, like he made up with, like obviously, so he was a good songwriter, but it's like
it was the energy.
yeah, his energy is what made up for him for him not being the lyrical type of guy that many feel like he wasn't compared to Big. But you know, I'm not gonna sit up here and say I'm the biggest Pac fan, but does he have albums that I like? Of course, he has two my favorite two Tupac albums. Probably, well, technically Machiavelli, so that's not really Pop. But anyways, I would say Machiavelli and Me Against the World are my two favorite albums from him. All Eyes on Me, I feel like that was more of like a death row type of sound. That wasn't really like his true sound. He was like blending in like what he does well, but with like the G funk. So it's like it's not really his true sound, but it's an iconic album, objectively speaking. So I mean, I can't really deny the impact it's had on like culture. But for me personally, I always like them two albums more. Like that Machiavelli album was just raw and like it just felt like it was bigger than just being a West Coast album. Like that shit, like bro, that album is really fire. So I'll definitely say that about him. But as far as like West Coast, bro, like I mean, I mean, that's the thing with like culture, bro. Like it's different, like cultures, like all around the world. Like obviously, like you start in the South, like even though like it's the South, you got fucking Houston. I mean Texas, different type of rap culture. Atlanta, different type of rap culture. Like it's kind of dope seeing so many people like go so hard for their culture, like for the type of culture that they was like raised on. Like, and I always thought that was like a dope thing. Like, but I'll say this though. Everybody grew up, listening to different rappers, all this and that. But I just hate the whole, oh, you only listen to this because you from there and you biased. Like I said a few minutes ago, like I never understood that. Like that's just funny to me because music, if you gonna fuck with it, you gonna fuck with it. I don't feel like it should matter where you from or whatever. Like that shouldn't matter. Like it's people down here who I know in New Orleans who actually like Jay-Z, or it's people down here, older heads who I know that like Nas, or that like rappers from up north. So just because you from a certain place, that don't really matter to me. To me, it shouldn't matter who you listen to because music is music, bro. Like it's for the fans, it's for us, nigga. So it's like I always laugh at people when that type of stuff happen. But I mean, it is what it is, I guess. So
all I'm saying is the most well-known rapper of all time is from the West Coast.
yeah, definitely.
And he's right here. His name right here.
Definitely. I will definitely say that Snoop Dogg.
That guy. One thing Snoop know how to do is get a check.
Yeah, of course, bro. He does, bro. Don't this nigga sell oodles and noodles and cereal? Like,
bro, this nigga was
chips,
he was just announcing a baseball game yesterday.
Bro.
When have you seen Snoop call? When have you seen Snoop calling a baseball game before?
That shit crazy. Isn't he going to be doing like a bowl game or some shit like that?
Yeah, I think he has a bowl game named after him or something like that.
That shit crazy, bro. Like it's just like just think about all the rappers, like even like other than Snoop, like the well-known rappers, Ice Cube, 50 Cent. Like, I mean, it's so many, dog. Like it's so many.
Absolutely.
That's why, like, bro, like even in today's rap culture, I feel like this year was probably the best year in hip hop in a long time. In a long time. I say that because there's been a lot of good albums to drop. Obviously, everybody know about the Kendrick and Drake thing. I'm not really discussing that. Yeah, I'm not getting into that. Everybody feel how they feel on that, so I'm not getting into that. But this year was bro. This was like probably in recent memory. This was probably the best year in hip hop. So many good albums dropped this year. And it's like, compared to years prior, it's like it was watered down. And I still feel like to a certain extent, like mainstream rap, like if you're just listening to mainstream rap and saying hip hop is trash, then that's the problem right there. Because the best shit is not on the radio or anything like that. It's really under. I mean, me personally, I listen to older hip hop. I listen to old rap more than I listen to new, but I still fuck with new hip hop. So that's just how I feel. But I do feel like when we talk eras, like 90s, 2000s, 2010s, and now, I mean, I don't want to go back to the 80s and shit like that. I want living. I mean, I know a little something, but obviously I want living. But if we base it like the best shit, like the best hip hop for each era, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, me personally, I love the 90s, obviously, but dog, the 2000s, the fucking 2000s might have the best music era. Like from rap, R&B. I don't know. R&B in the 90s might have the tip of the iceberg, but rap and hip hop in the 2000s from each coast, from like it's just tough because the 90s New York was so dominant and the West Coast was dominant, obviously. 2000s, like each fucking region was coming with heat. So it's like you can pick any region and you be like, okay, yeah, they was putting on. Like, so it's like you got fucking, obviously you got T.I., you had Wayne, 2000s, you had fucking Boosie, you had fucking 50, the whole G Unit wave, whole Dipset wave, Hove was still active, Nas was still active, fucking Gucci, his mixtape run, fucking Wayne, he was coming into his own. Like, bro, I could keep going. Fucking Nelly, fuck, bro, like Luda, bro, I can keep going in the 2000s. The 90s, we love the 90s.
Luda was my guy, dog. Luda was my.
And then in the 2010s is that it was some good shit early 2010s, but bro, that 2000s, bro, I don't know, dog. I don't know. No, I'm not saying that.
No, we're
Nah.
not doing that.
You was cool until you mentioned him. You was cool until you mentioned him. No, but
we're not even gonna tell y'all what name was mentioned. We're gonna leave that guy out the show because we're not doing that. We are not doing it.
Bro, yeah. I mean, respect to him for know he respect to him, but I wasn't I wasn't listening to him in my household.
I honestly, the only time he got played was when he was on the song with somebody else. That's just being honest.
There you go.
Other than that, his music wasn't coming on in my car, and it still don't.
There you go.
We'll just leave it at that. Yeah, like Gucci said. Like Gucci said, we're gonna leave it at that because not doing that. Hey, man, that's crazy. Man, let me see if I got something else in the music industry. You mentioned some of the names that people would listen to that a lot of people just don't listen to. I'm from the South, so yeah, obviously because of proximity, you hear a lot of it. And that's really what's going on right now in
Jeezy. Yeah, Jeezy. My bad. Jeezy was one of my favorite rappers.
Jeezy on it.
I got a question for you after you're done finishing what you're saying.
But yeah, I was talking about proximity and the rappers and how close they are to you and what you listen to. Like for me, when I grew up, obviously I listened to DMX because that's what my dad put me on. So like that was one of the sounds I listened to. DMX, Outkast. But as I grew up, the sounds that I heard around me was Wayne, Boosie, Webby, Zero, UGK. So that's what I would hear around me all the time. Now when you think about it, you look at kids these days, it's still the same thing. Like, tell me, y'all don't attack me for this comment I'm finna make. Do you listen to NBA YoungBoy?
Me? You asking me?
Yeah.
I will say this. I'm big in the like, let me listen to an artist to see if I like them or not like that. I'm not listening to him consistently. No, I do not. I will say this. He has songs that are on my gym playlist that will get me like in that mode, like, yeah, I'm about to knock this workout out. Yeah. But I will say this. What album was that? I think it was it AI Youngboy? I think it was like the album cover is like he getting interviewed or some shit like that. I think that's AI Youngboy 2 or whatever. But that one and I think it's called another one is called like I'm about to check. It's called like When My Name. Hold on, I'm about to look it up right now. It's called AI Youngboy 2. That's the one where like they had the microphones in his face when he was getting like an interview or something like that. That album and Until Death Called My Name. Those two albums right there are like two albums. Like if I'm like, okay, let me go listen to an album from NBA YoungBoy. For me personally, those would be two that I would go listen to. But if somebody like how you just asked me, nah, I don't listen to him like that.
There's a reason I asked that, because it's like if you go on YouTube and you type in NBA YoungBoy, ain't many rappers or anybody making music, period, that's touching them views.
No.
Like them numbers is crazy.
No.
But that's what the kids these days, that's what they listen to, because that's what catches their attention. And like he has some songs that'll get you in that mode that you like, I'm down for whatever. Like, but for me, he's not that for me because I'm older. But when I was younger, if you put on Set It Off, or if you put on Smoking on Purple, or if you put on Mo City Don, those three songs right there, look.
It is, bro. Don't be in a club with some fresh white forces and Set It Off come on.
Bro, it don't matter what you got. If Set It Off come on in the club, at least 5 fights breaking out around you.
I've witnessed
it. All I'm gonna say is keep your head on the swivel. That's all I can say.
I've witnessed it. Literally. I've witnessed a nigga get knocked out in a club while that shit was playing.
It's so many club stories I could give, bro. Like it was this one club in Lafayette called Nightcaps. Let's just say this was the most ghetto club you could ever go into. The thing was, it was free before midnight. So you know what? It's free before midnight. Let's go get the stamp. We go get the stamp. We in basketball shorts and a t-shirt. You get the stamp, go back, get dressed up, drink a little bit, go back to the club. You got your stamp. You can just walk in. Bro, let me tell you, every single time we went in there, and the DJs knew what they would do. They would wait until it was almost time to close so they could keep the people in there. They would close at almost 2:00. So between like 1 to 1:30, they would get to that song. Bruh. When I tell you I done seen fights start inside the club and end up outside on the strip, dog, that was that song. There's nothing you could do about that song. If that song came on, there was at least, like I said, at least 2 or 3 fights happening. And it was nothing that, it was no stopping it. It was no getting in between it. You just better watch out. Make sure if you got people with you, you make sure they out the way. If you somehow get involved with that, you better be ready to throw your hands. That's just how it go, my brother. I don't know. I can't help you. You better swing. Like, that's just what it is. But those were the songs that I grew up on. So that's what the proximity argument comes in for me. But it's not that I'm never gonna limit myself to just music from my region, because that's not what a real true music fan does. Like, no, that's not for me. Like my music range is wide. Like I'll listen to E40. I don't.
This is true.
E40 got some stuff. Like, pause, but yeah, he got some songs in there. He got some songs in there that I listen to. I'm just saying. But yeah, I'll go rap, R&B. I'll listen to a little bit of country. Only thing I will not do is heavy metal. I can't. We're not getting into that.
I mean, rap for me, bro, like growing up, it was like being young, like being fucking like 8, 9 years old. Like, I had no business listening to the music I was listening to. Like, absolutely not. Like, I'm 8, 9 years old listening listening to fucking 50 Cent and G Unit, like Dipset. Like, what am I doing? So it's one of them things. Like, it's kind of weird, but I mean, yeah, that's pretty much who I grew up on. 50 Cent was like the first rapper who I actually like, who made me like tune into like hip hop, rap in general. That whole G Unit wave, 50 the whole G Unit wave, Dipset, the Locks, obviously Hove. A little more when I got like, more so when I got like older, like teenager wise. Nas, um, Wayne. First time I heard Wayne was on a Squad Up mixtape. My brother was playing it. Who else? Jeezy. But that's the thing. Like, I knew about Jeezy T.I. before I actually moved to the South. So that was like kind of like crazy, because I'm like, what the fuck? Like, it's different than what I was accustomed to hearing. And so like it's just different. It was different rappers, bro. Like, I was listening to pretty much a lot of like East Coast music, because obviously that's where I was. Max B, fucking who else, bro? It was like it's so much like the mixtape game, like getting the mixtapes from like the corner stores, the bodegas and all that shit. Like, bro, like that was an era. I mean, yeah, I was like 9, 10 years old, but that was an era. And like burning the CD like on a computer and shit like that. Like that's where we from.
Yeah.
That's where we from. You feel me? So now like the whole streaming shit is kind of like, it's kind of wild. But and then obviously when I moved to the South, I mean, shit, you pretty much said some of the people who I was listening to. Obviously, I was still listening to the same ones from the East Coast, but you throw in your Jeezys, you throw in your T.I.s, you throw in your Webbies, you throw in your Boosies. I was more of a Webby fan than Boosie, but I still listen to him. You throw in your Gucci's. You throw, even Plies, when he came out, I was fucking with Plies. The Long Wire was clutch as fuck. Like, it's, bro, like I can talk about this shit like all fucking day. I still remember, even though I'm not a fan of Rick Ross, I still remember that Hustling song. First time I heard that shit was heat. Being honest, that shit was heat. So like, it's just like, it's just, bro, like the era we're from, it needs to be talked about more than just like the 2000s is where that's us, bro. Like the 90s, like we show love to the 90s, obviously. Like, shit, we was born in the 90s, but like that 2000s era, bro, was different. Like, and then obviously as I got older, I go back and listen to the music that came before me, and then that's when I became more of a fan. Like, that's just how that's really just how I became hip to a lot of stuff, bro. You just got to do your research. And like, I mean, I got club stories, but you know that's a little wild. You know, I got a lot of club stories, but
I got some more. I got some more, bro. I got some more. Trust me, I got some more. But
yeah, bro, like
we ain't got the time for it today.
But yeah, bro, like it's just crazy, bro. Like, it's crazy.
Any more questions on the music game? We're gonna dive deeper into the music game when we keep on doing these episodes, because it's so much with music.
I got one right now. I have one.
Go ahead.
Better catalog out of these three. List their catalogs in order. You ready?
Go ahead.
Jeezy, T.I., Wayne. Put them in order. And anybody who listening, do the same, please. Comments, or even if you want to at me on Twitter, I'm with it.
Best catalogs.
Rank them in order.
Wayne, T.I., Jeezy.
Whoa. Wayne got a better catalog than Tip and Jeezy?
Yes.
I don't know, man.
Yes.
I ask you this. Who got the best album of the three?
Hey.
Wait, no. I'm gonna ask you a better question. Who has the most classic albums of the three?
Ooh.
It ain't Wayne.
No, it's not. I want to say T.I., but I don't know, man. I think if we say classic albums, I think it might. Yeah, I'm gonna give it to T.I.
How many classics? 3? Trap music, King, Urban Legend. That's 3 right there.
I'm gonna say 3.
Jeezy, how many? 2?
This is my thing with that question though. This is my thing. Because for Wayne, for me, if we talking specifically, for me, he's gonna always have more than just the 2 classics that people mention. For me, I think he has more
classic albums.
Yes, for me, but that's what I listen to.
Well, hold on. Yeah. I respect that. So you saying Wayne for you saying Wayne has more than 2 classic albums solo?
Yes.
Which ones are those? Other than Carter 1 and to you, Carter 1. Some people think Carter is a classic. I think Carter 2 is a classic. But
I think if we go strictly music, he has 2. If it's strictly music, he has 2, 1 and 2. Those are his classics. If we go moments,
Carter is classic.
In that, if you include the moment in that, then 3 is a classic. I don't think 3 is a classic.
Yeah, I don't think 3 is a classic. Track for track is not a classic.
I don't think it's a classic as far as like the ability to just be a MC basically.
It's not timeless to me.
But that moment was no
moment was ridiculous.
To me there's only one moment in rap since I've been born that's been, well, I'll say 2 moments in my lifetime since I've been born that's been bigger than that moment. There's only 2. One of them is 2003. We know what that was. That moment was crazy. And the other one was 1998.
Bro, it's just like with Wayne, like I love Wayne, but like his catalog is tricky. Because the mixtapes, if we talking mixtapes,
if you take the mixtapes out, if you say who has the best catalog out of the 3, it would be T.I., Wayne, and Jeezy.
I would go, damn, that's tough, bro. But the thing is, let me say this. I can't put Wayne over Jeezy.
I can.
TM 101. TM, you talking about moments? Or if we talking moments, it's not. I don't think Wayne. You saying Carter 3? That's probably like the biggest moment, and I respect that. But TM 101, that shit was a moment, bro.
Yeah, great.
The recession, that shit was a moment.
I agree.
I'm just, bro. Come on now.
No, you're right. You're right.
I can't give him Carter 1 over TM 101. Carter 2 over TM 101. I don't know about that.
Carter 2 for me is one of those albums that I'm always gonna put in my top group of albums.
I love Carter 2.
I love TM 101. I do. I love it. So I don't know.
Up to 3, that's probably the best album. Even though I'm more of the recession. I love the recession. For me personally. But if I'm speaking objectively, that's probably the best album of the 3. of the three artists. Trap music is up there too. That's what I'm saying. So if you're comparing all the three, Wayne is the best MC of the three. We not denying that. We not denying that. But catalogs, Jeezy has the mixtapes. I'm not saying he has better mixtapes than Wayne. Not saying that. T.I., if we're talking top to bottom album-wise, he has a complete resume album. He has a more of a complete resume albums than Wayne.
Yes.
Mixtapes, obviously Wayne.
Yeah, that's why I said if we talk the whole music catalog, I don't think it's really close. Like full catalog, Wayne.
It's just, bro, his verses, like the run he went on in the 2000s, the feature run, and the mixtapes, like, I get it, bro. I fucking get it. I don't think it's a wrong answer of the three, me personally. So that's how I feel. But I do feel like of those three, Jeezy has the best album. T.I. probably has the most classic. But Jeezy, they all have the best at something. Wayne has the best mixtapes. Jeezy has, to me, Wayne has the best mixtapes. Jeezy has the best album. T.I. probably has the most classics. Probably. I kind of go back with him and Jeezy on that, but that's just me.
Yeah, I can see that. I would honestly, any order you put them in, I wouldn't really have an issue with, because I think all of them have like classics. But if we say full catalog, then
full catalog.
Full catalog is Wayne. But if we say just album wise, it's tough, because I love Jeezy.
Crazy. Shit get crazy.
Yeah, Jeezy one of them ones, bro. Like he one of them ones. I that's tough, because it's hard to put Wayne below many people when you do any type of list. But on that list, if you put him at 3 as far as albums go, I wouldn't be mad. I put him at 2, but if you say 3, I'm not gonna be mad at you. You talk about Trap Star, you talk about Crazy World, you talk about Standing Ovation. Like, come on, like the list goes on, bro. Like,
Sky's Limit.
Exactly. So I'm not upset. I'm not upset at all. Any order you put them in. But if you say strictly album wise, out of those 3, I think T.I. gets the lead. I think he has the top spot. It's ever so slightly, but I would give him the lead, because I think he has 4 classic albums.
Ooh. 4?
I think he has 3. I think he has 3 or 4. Depending on what you like. Bro, I know he has 3. He has 3 for sure. I give him 3 for sure.
I don't think you got trap music, King, Urban Legend.
This is the thing for me. Everybody not gonna like it, because it was more of it had a different feel to it, and it didn't feel like it was like that raw T.I. pause, that type of thing. But I can't throw Paper Trail out, because I won't. If you say it's a classic, I'll be like, okay, I can see why you would say it. If you say it's not, I can see why you would say it. But when you go through the list of songs on there, like
Swing Your Rag is terrible.
No comment.
Swing Your Rag is terrible.
No comment from me. But like when you talk about like moments, like when you talk about when I'm Illy came out,
dog.
It was
dog.
It was killing. But listen, look, like you had On Top of the World. That song went crazy on the radio. Live Your Life still getting played to this day.
Hey, I seen him perform that. I seen him perform that.
Whatever You Like. For some reason, people love that song for
That's
some
crazy.
reason.
So I just saw somebody on Instagram, like they was buying their baby daddy some shit Louis Vuitton, and they was playing that song because they took him shopping and shit for Father's Day.
Then if you keep going on, what up, what's happening? That song,
That last verse,
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Then you got every chance I get.
oh, that's that shit. That's that shit. That's that shit.
Then you got Swagger Like Us with Jay Z.
Ah,
I don't think it was a great song, but when you turned on the radio, that song was playing.
they did perform that too. All four of them did perform that.
And then obviously you had Slideshow, and then my personal favorite on the album is Dead and Gone. That
Yeah, that's some hit. Excuse me. I like You Ain't Missing Nothing. I fuck with that song too.
so like if you say it's not one, I'm not gonna argue. But if you say it is one, I'm not gonna argue about that either.
With Jeezy, you got 10-101, The Recession, The Inspiration. You got what's that other album? 10 was it 103 when he had Super Freak and all that shit on there?
103
Yeah,
when he had
Flex.
Crazy World.
What's another album? Seen It All album, bro.
Yeah,
Jeezy got shit, dog. Jeezy got some shit for real. But
That's what I'm saying, bro. It's tough. It's tough because like for me, like even like a lot of people not gonna say for me, when I listen to Wayne, I'll listen to Carter 2 first. But for me, I'll put on Carter 1 and be just fine. Like
is Carter one better than trap music? I asked this question on my music blog page on Instagram. I'm not gonna tell you who won until you tell me your answer.
As a complete body of work, I'm gonna say Ask the question again. Bro.
Is Carter one better than trap music? When you answer, I'm gonna tell you who won, which album won when I asked on Instagram. On my music blog page.
I'm gonna take Carter 1.
Trap music won 62% to 38%.
I believe it did. But I will say this: most of your followers ain't from.
Hold on, wait. Hold on. On that page, because I don't really got that many followers. I got like 68. A lot they from different places.
Yeah, you got a mixture, but most of your followers ain't from.
Yeah, but I will say this though.
But I will say this: I've seen some of the polls. Most of them they are objective. I agree with that. But like I said, if you pick trap music, I'm not like, come on, man. When that album came out, like we talk about 24s, for some reason people love Rubber Band Man still
Dog,
to this day.
that shit is fucking fire, dog.
That song when that song came out and they played it, it went crazy. But if you play that song today, I'll be looking at you like, what do you even know about that?
Dog, that fucking song so fucking fire, dog. Like, bro, I swear to God that song's so fire, bro. I swear. Tip, bro. Tip be getting a lot of disrespect because he got dreads now. I never thought I'd see T.I. with dreads.
He get that disrespect because him and his wife is weird. But when we talking about just the music, you can't deny that he's one of the greatest of the South. MC. But if you talk about just music, he's one of the greatest artists.
He always been underrated to me when it comes to lyrical ability.
Yeah, Tip can spit for sure. Like one thing, I think the reason that he gets underrated is the stigma around Atlanta rappers. Like think about it, the group from then of Atlanta rappers and the group of Atlanta rappers now, totally different. Like,
right.
if you look at it, you had Tip, you had Jeezy, you had Luda, and you had Outkast. Like them, if you look at them four, and then you look at now, you got Future, you had Migos, um, shit, I don't even know who else is out there. That's
21.
if you want to include him, that's fine.
I mean, shit,
Now
Lil
compare the lyricism between those two.
Gunna.
Ain't no comparison.
Yeah, but yeah. It's
Now it's more production than
yeah.
lyrics.
That like that's the thing with like music in general. Like, even though like it's a lot of us who may not like the route it's going, and it's more about it's less about lyrical ability now or whatever. But it's dope seeing the evolution of hip hop, like
Yeah,
from
that's
where it was and where
that's
it's
how
at.
it goes.
Yeah, it's dope seeing that. But it's a lot of Atlanta rappers out there who shit we probably don't even know or we don't listen to because obviously we're not from Atlanta. But I see different artists on my timeline every day about Atlanta. You know, Atlanta, they got they've been holding shit down for a while. I'm not a Gunna fan or anything like that. I mean, I like some of his songs. I'm not gonna sit up and say I'm a Gunna fan, but I mean, that's just me personally. Obviously, you could throw Young Thug in there too. I will say this though. I will say this. I will ask you this. Do you feel like do you feel that how I want to ask this? Do you feel that Lil Wayne, do you feel he gets disrespected too much on social?
Absolutely, but I think it's more the younger generation that didn't understand what Lil Wayne was in that moment. Like they listen to Wayne, but they got Carter 4 and Carter 5 Wayne. They didn't get they didn't get the drought or the dedications Wayne. They didn't get that. So they listen to their favorite Wayne song is Blunt Blowing, or it's
I'm on fire though.
no, it's I like the song, but
But I ain't gonna lie. Wayne got a lot of bars. You go back and like you would think like when you was a kid, like, man, that shit was fire. Now it's like, hold on, but he said that for real. Like this nigga said, I'm so fucking high I can eat a star. I was like, as a kid, I'm like, oh shit, this nigga eating stars? Now it's like, now it's like, okay, you high as fuck, but
yeah,
that.
yeah,
And
when
he
you
said, like, when he was beefing with when he made that diss track against Pusha T, he said it's me, LT, heat butter. You
wait,
get you get it?
say that
It's
again.
me, it's me, LT, like when you heat butter. You get it?
Yeah, I get it. I got it. I got it. But that's funny as hell.
That's what I'm saying. He got a lot of bars. It's like he not the only one. There's a lot of niggas out there.
No,
Fabulous.
it's a lot that's got some funny bars, but yeah, he got a lot of funny bars in his catalog, bro. I'm not even going.
But you gotta chill though, my nigga. He can rap, bro. He can
No,
rap.
Wayne can
No,
spit.
no. Oh no. I thought you heard. I thought you heard the other rapper I said. But I'm gonna keep that. I'm gonna keep that quiet. I'm glad
Yeah,
you went
yeah. Keep that quiet. 'Cause I didn't hear it.
good. I'm glad. He on one of Lil Wayne's songs. You quote his bars off the Carter 3 a lot. But I'm not gonna say that. I'm not speaking on that. I'm not saying nothing. So yeah.
We're gonna keep that down, my brother. Keep that down. Speaking of rappers, and we're gonna close this out. Give me one rapper you think doesn't get the respect they deserve as far as like what they've contributed to the music game. Just one. It's only one.
Only one?
Yeah.
Currency. I say that because he's done everything. I mean, only thing he hasn't done is sold a billion fucking records. But that's not like
Not
that's
his
not
fault.
that's not him. Like he don't really care. He has a loyal base who fuck with him. Every time you go to one of his shows, it's packed out. Yeah, it's not like no big fucking arena tour, but who gives a fuck? He has a loyal fan base who fuck with him. He's consistent. I mean, it's not too many who has shit. I don't know a lot of rappers who have more music than him. Not many people do. I mean, you can throw in Gucci in there because he has so much fucking music. And I know a lot of music or consistency doesn't always mean good music, but my nigga, the nigga works hard. He's never in any drama. Like he can rap. Like the Currency people know now is the one. Is not the one. Even though he's still dope, and I fuck with him. Even as a human being, I fuck with him. But the Currency people have to fucking go back and listen to is the one in the fucking 2000s, in the like mid to late 2000s, and in the fucking early 2010s. That's the Currency people need to go back and listen to. If you're not really tapped into him like that, and then if you don't really fuck with him, if you think he's trash as a rapper, that's fine. That's your opinion. But you know, I definitely think he deserves his flowers. Every time that question gets asked, that's like he's one of the first few rappers, and it's other ones too, but he's definitely one I would say he doesn't get his just due. But the ones who know, they know.
Yeah, they know. For me, I was never a big Currency person. Like when I first heard Currency was on somebody else's song,
Right.
and I was like, man, he spit like who is this? So I had to go
I
back.
see that.
I had to go back and listen to some of his stuff, and it's like his music is like real. It's real dope vibes, basically. That's what it is.
Lifestyle raps, luxury raps.
Yeah, he basically has that style of like I ain't beef with nobody. I don't have no issues with nobody. I'm trying to get money and live life, enjoy the time I have. So that's what I appreciate from him. Like the first real true verse I heard from him was on was Moon and Stars. That was the first true verse I heard from Currency. And then I was like, okay, he's spitting on this whole, and I was like, all right, let me see what else he got. And I went through because I was going through Crit catalog. I ended up on Return of Forever, and on there, second song on the album, Glass House. He on there, killed it. I'm like, yeah, all right, bet. So I would go back. I could go back right now and listen to Currency and just put it on and just I could sit here for like hours, just chill. Like that's the type of vibes he on. Um, so I like that choice. I like that choice. For me, um, obviously, I could say Big Crit because that's my guy. Um, I could say him, but I'm not gonna say his name. I'm gonna say somebody that you are very familiar with that I think doesn't get the. I think he finally got some of it, like not too long ago, but still he could have been in a very much higher place than he was. And I would just play this for you, just real quick, so people know. Let you know. Bust the bus.
Hey,
I had to play that a little bit, cause like
yeah,
just a little bit, cause like I don't think people I think people thought he was just weird. Like that's what the vibe was when he first started making music. But that's the same thing with when people used to watch Missy Elliott videos. It was like, what the hell is going on? What is she doing? But when you talk to people in that industry, like if you talk to Lil Wayne right now, Missy Elliott is his favorite.
yeah, yeah. He has said that before.
He said that multiple times. And like Missy is just when she made music for herself, when she produced for other people, bruh, oh my
He
god.
incredible. Missy is incredible.
It's very few people like Missy Elliott. Like she one of them ones. Pharrell is one of them ones. Kanye is definitely one of them ones. He just yeah
2000s and early 2010s Kanye.
yeah that Kanye before the Kardashian Kanye.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just say that. Let's just put it out there. But yeah, Buster one of the ones, man. Like
Oh yeah, Busta one of the ones.
when they pulled him up on that stage, bro, that moment was just
I saw Busta perform live, bro. That shit crazy.
bro. That's yeah. He one of them ones. I could have said another name like Ludacris, but
I
I didn't
said a lot of names, dog.
like
But
Luda definitely one of them ones too.
oh
So
yeah, Luda that guy. Luda that guy.
like Luda was one of my was one of the ones I grew up on as well. So but yeah, yeah, man, let's shift it just a little bit. We ain't got that much time left, so let's shift it just a little bit. Um, we know what today was. Father's Day, real, real special day for a lot of people out there. Um, Want to say Happy Father's Day to all y'all that are listening, tuning in, watching. Happy Father's Day if you're a father out there. Um, Big shout out to you. I hope you are doing what you're supposed to do. And even if you're not, you're still they wouldn't be here without you. So I will just say if you are not doing what you're supposed to do, you're wasting precious time, bro. Like as somebody who has aspired to be a father one day and who still wants to be a father one day, bro, don't waste the moments, man. The moments are they are precious. Like I see kids all the time and they just in those moments with the family and when they're let's just say dad's not around or something happened to dad or something like that or if it's just dad and no mom, bro, if you are a parent in general and you have a kid that you are not around, you missing out. um yes, life gets hard, things are difficult, but bro, the joy that you get from being a parent and watching your kids grow up, like that joy is from what I've seen from the outside looking in, that joy is unexplainable. And it's a lot of people who don't have their parents anymore, and I know they wish they could have their parents, and it's people out here that just don't want anything to do with kids, and I'm just like, bro, it's not get it together, bro. That's all I can say. For somebody like me, my dad's still alive. Um, I've had my issues with my dad. I don't need to go into them. But he's still my dad. Like I still tell him Happy Father's Day. I love my dad. Um, there were moments when he wasn't there, but there was moments when he was there. And I cherish the moments that I did have. The moments when he wasn't there, I remember them. Um, and hopefully those moments can help me when I do get to that time, can help me to do what he didn't do, um, or help me to do the opposite of what he did, basically.
Right, right.
But I'm not gonna. I don't. hate my dad because of it. Like there's a lot of people out here that's just like, oh, my dad didn't do this. My dad, I hate him. Um, I don't do that. One thing I don't like to do is harbor hate in my heart for anybody. If you know me, I don't hate you. I may not speak to you, but I don't hate you. I have no hate in my heart for you because that's a waste of my time. I'm trying to. I have enough on my plate right now that I don't have no time to hate anybody.
Right.
Um, but I love my dad. Um, if he is watching, I don't know if he is watching. Happy Father's Day to you. I already told you. If my brother is watching, my older brother, he has kids. Happy Father's Day to you as well. But all the fathers that are watching, all of my family, if y'all are tuning in, Happy Father's Day to you. If I didn't get to tell you already, do you have any words you want to say to the fathers out there, Corey?
Um, damn. Yeah, bro, that hit deep. I'm not gonna lie, bro. That you feel me? Salute, bro. I fuck with that. I fuck with that. But nah, bro. For real, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, man. For real. Also, it is mental health. You know, a lot of people don't know that. Um, but yeah, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. That whole, I think you said something about having both parents. Yeah, that's definitely that's something a lot of people don't have, you know. So yeah, like me personally, I don't. My mom, she passed when I was 9. My dad passed probably 2024. Probably COVID was what 2020. I'll probably say like late 2019. He passed away. So I mean, so yeah, that's what that was. I ain't gonna go. I'm not gonna go into all the like obviously too deep in it, but I mean, you know, I mean, I'm not going to say, oh shit, fuck that nigga and all this other stuff. I mean, shit. Some of us, you know, we're blessed to have fathers around. Some of us, fortunately, forever for their personal reasons or whatever, we didn't have those, and that I was one of those. And you know, it sucks, you know, but you know, shit, you got to keep living. You feel me? You got to keep. You just got to have a solid foundation around you, good people around you, great energy around you. Not too many people know about that with me because I don't really talk about my personal life on social media too much.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, he wasn't really there in my life, so it's kind of like it's one of them things. But you know, it is what it is. But yeah, man. So, shout out to all the fathers handling their business. I follow a bunch of fathers, obviously, on Twitter and on Instagram. So, man, salute to all y'all holding it down. You know, y'all deserve to be celebrated, loved, um, adored by by everybody. You know, if y'all doing y'all business, and the ones that's not, man, y'all gotta get on y'all shit because you know you don't want your kids to grow up and him end up having kids and him doing the same thing that you're doing. You don't want it to be a pattern. So you have to, yeah, you got to step up to the plate. And obviously, I don't have kids, thank God. So, thank God. Now,
You are. You are.
I don't have kids. But to the ones who do, you know, the fathers, man, salute to y'all. Y'all handling y'all business, man. And you know, y'all keep doing what y'all got. Hopefully, one day it'll happen. If not, I'm fine. Either way, I'm good. You know, but you know, it is what it is. But you know, we just keep doing, you know, God's work, living, striving to be the best we can, and things will take care of themselves eventually. Um, but yeah, man, I want to say this. For like for the men, it's okay to be vulnerable, dog. Like if you going through it, it's okay, bro. Like we all go through shit. Me, Micah, or whoever the next man, we all go through shit. Don't ever feel like you alone. Or you got people that care about you in this world. So don't don't feel like you a pussy ass nigga just because you know you got feelings or whatever like that. And it's kind of crazy. Like it's like it's like society makes it seem like it's a problem when a man says I'm not good or like just say, you know, just like as a man we're looked down upon if, you know, we try to express our feelings. It's like we're called sensitive and all this other shit. And just because as a man you're supposed to be the head of the household. So like, you know, some of us men, like a lot of men, you know, they don't talk about their problems or their mental issues, and they carry that shit for so long, and then one day they just fucking snapping before you know it's too late to save them. So whoever's watching, I don't care if nobody's watching, it'll get to somebody. Like I really just want y'all to, you know, just self-reflect, bro, on y'all self, bro. Have a look in the mirror and, you know, really look at yourself. Because the only time as a man you really look, you get to see yourself, hell, as a person, is in the mirror. I mean, yeah, obviously camera and selfies and all that, but like individually, the only time you see yourself to see how you look is in the mirror. Any other time somebody else is looking at you to tell you how you look. So just have a self-reflection, man. Look at yourself and just be like, you know, if you're not good, man, just, you know, get some help, bro. That's all it is to it. Just don't feel like you alone. And don't feel like no bitch ass nigga if you telling somebody that care about you, hey, this is what's wrong with me. So that's all I gotta say about that.
Yeah, that's um you talked about men being vulnerable. That's always been a tough thing for any man. Um, allowing people into your space, to see the parts of you that are never really, truly allowed to come out. Basically, um, that macho persona that we put on for no reason because it was ingrained in us basically to, hey, you don't cry, or you got to be tough,
Right, right.
or you don't say this in front of people, or you can't do that because of how people are going to view you. Like, that's led to so many issues with our generation, um, and it's caused us to miss out on a lot because we are just so it's so instilled in us that we have to be that way. No, you don't have to be that way. You it's all right to let some stuff out. It's all right to talk to people. Um, for me, I could just talk about me personally. One thing that was hard for me was allowing people in to hear some of the stuff that I had that I would keep in. If I had an issue, or if I had something that was troubling me, I left it in here, and it was like, I'm just not gonna talk about it. I'll figure it out in due time. And over time, you realize that you holding that stuff in is just hurting you in the long run.
Right.
It's got so much pent up in here, and it's just you want to let it out, but you're afraid of, oh, I might be too rough, I might say the wrong thing, or I might hurt somebody's feelings. You got to let that stuff out. Um, leaving all of that in here just
Go.
causes you to go into that place where you just feel like you're by yourself. Like there's nobody out there that can help you. It leads to depression. It leads to you being lonely, basically. And that's not how we're supposed to be living. Like there's people out here who will listen. There's people out here who will be be that ear for you that won't judge you. That's the one thing that I hope all men can find is the friends in that community of people that will listen. They won't judge you. They'll just let you get everything out, let you put it all on the table, and then help you grow from it. And that's one thing that I know for sure that I found in you. That's why we so close. Like it's we can talk about anything. Like we just if something's going wrong or I need somebody to talk to, you need me to talk to. We both done it before. Like we've just been like, hey, bro, look, bro, I don't know. I don't know if this is gonna work out. I don't know if we're doing the right thing. This, that, or the other, and we just chop it up. And that's why and when everybody asks me like why we so close, like how you end up friends with how your best friend from Jersey, like or something like that. Like first of all, we bonded over football, and it's just grown from there. Like, and it's not just you. I have other people that I confide in,
Right, right.
but I'm learning as I'm getting older to build that community. Like I got different people that I can talk to now. Like most of them, and the crazy thing for me is most of them are older. Like they like
Bro.
40s and 50s. Like, and I'm fine with that. I can chop it up with them. We'll talk. I definitely have some younger like people around my age now that I can talk to, and we'll be cool. And I can be me basically. That's the one thing that I learned. Like around them, I can just be who I am. I don't have to put on a persona of somebody else. I try to hide this person. No, I can just
be
be
you.
me and talk about all the things that I struggle with. Talk about the things that have hurt me in my past, and talk about how I can grow from it. And they'll help me out. And it's so funny how when you talk about it, you get to realize that the people that you're talking to done been through the same thing.
Yeah,
Literally,
yeah,
they walk it.
yeah,
They walk in that same
yeah.
walk that you walk, and you wouldn't even think that these people have gone through the same thing that you're going through, but it's because you don't talk. And as men, we need to talk more. We need to communicate more, and it'll bring us closer. Like, yeah, we get close about different things. Like we talk about if we talk about music, we can get close about that. We talk about sports, we can get close about that. But if we start talking about, oh well, this happened to me when I was younger, now all of a sudden we don't want to talk about it no more. No, let that out. The same way you talk about all that other stuff, let that out. Oh, my dad left when I was 9, or my mom put me out the house when I was 16, or um, I didn't been to jail and nobody knows, or um, all this other stuff. Man, I'm struggling right now. I done hit rock bottom. They done repo my car. I ain't got no place to live. Like I'm really at the last. I'm at that moment in my life where it's just like I don't know what else to live for. There's always a reason to live. Trust me. I
Yeah.
I've been at that point where it feels like there's no reason to live. Look, I know if you've ever been in that moment where it's just like, yeah, I just want to end it all. Trust me, I've been there. So there's not I'm young. I consider myself still young, but the experiences that I've been through makes me feel like I'm an old head now, basically.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
like if you think you going through something and nobody else has experienced it, you foolish. Trust me.
Yep.
That person right next to you might
It's
be a
going.
person that went through that same thing.
Yeah.
You'll never know because you don't talk, you don't
Yep.
open up. So allow yourself to be vulnerable and let people in, and it'll help you to realize like I don't have to do this by myself. I don't have to take on the weight of the world and have nobody else to help me carry this. You got people, bro. All you gotta do is be willing to talk about it.
Yep. And that'd be the problem with us as men. We don't know how to communicate. I'm getting better at it, but you know, it's just sometimes you can be like going through it. Like for me personally, shit, 2020. I'll probably say 2021 to like 2023 were like some of the worst years of my life, to be honest, dog. Like I had gained a lot of weight. I wasn't like I was out of it, bro. Like for a lot of reasons, right? I'm not going to get into, but like just for a lot of reasons. But like But but this year though, shit. I mean, obviously, I'm still work in progress. I lost a lot of weight. I done eating better. You feel me? So it's like it's all the mental. I haven't had a drink in almost 7 months. So it's like it starts with your mind, bro. Like if you surround if you surround yourself with positivity, then everything gonna be good. If you mentally good, everything else will follow suit. You know, you just gotta keep going, bro. Like you just gotta keep going. And as a black man, bro, we man, it's tough, bro. It's tough, but we out here like nothing going on. Like you gotta keep fighting. Like life's gonna throw you punches and shit. I done went 12 rounds. Shit, more than 12. Shit. This shit ain't no joke, bro. It's no book for this shit. It's no manual, bro. You gotta keep living. The best thing you can do is go through it and make you better. You feel me? It's all about bouncing back, bro. What you do when you hit that rock bottom, and you definitely can overcome anything, dog. Don't feel like you can't. So that's just having a good mindset, bro. So I mean,
It's
so
it's tough. As we said, it's tough as a man, but it's tough as like he said, as a black man, it's even it's even tougher.
yeah, it definitely is, dog.
You deal
Like
you deal with a lot, bro.
you
Like
deal with so much in the first, like it's like a lot of times, like us as black men and us people in general, like our first sign when we get disrespect is, oh nah, I can't, nah. But if you gonna take it to that point that your mind is telling you from when you feeling violated, if you're gonna take it to that point, you gotta deal with what's gonna happen after that. And a lot of times we don't think about the consequences. We don't think about that because we so in the moment, in the heat of the moment. Oh nah, this nigga violated me, and nah, he disrespected me, and this nigga trolling me on Twitter. Like, come on, is it really that deep? Is it worth your life? Like, just
exactly.
like stuff like that, bro. Like stuff like that is like as you get older, you realize, bro, like shit ain't it's really not worth it. It's a difference between handling shit the right way and handling shit the wrong way. If a nigga put his hands on you, that's different. But you gotta defend yourself. But all this, just put negative energy in the world for no fucking reason, or just starting shit with the next man for no reason, just because who knows? It could be something small. And you know, shit like that really be ticking me off, bro. Like people be out here losing their life over the like smallest things, dog. Like it be dumb shit. Like, but I know I'm kind of getting off topic, but yeah, I'm gonna get back on topic. We gotta take care of our mental, dog. That's what it boils down to. We gotta do better as black men, dog. We have to do better. We
Absolutely,
have
absolutely. We have to. If this, like you said, if this ain't strong, everything else fails.
it don't
Uh,
matter, bro.
there's nothing you could do if the mind ain't strong. And one thing I know from experience is don't be afraid to give that wise counsel. Um, it's not there to harm you. It will definitely force you to open up. It will definitely force you um, to relive some of those dark times. But it's only there to help you. It's only there to help you get to that level where you can be who you're supposed to be. And um, if you have goals, if you have aspirations, if you have things that you want to achieve, it'll help you get there. It'll give
Yeah.
you tools to help you
Right.
stay strong mentally. And when you can stay strong mentally, you can get through anything. You was mentioning that scenario where people get killed over anything. And as a black man, when you were growing up, it was always seen as weakness if you turn your back on the fight, or if you just walked away. You was like, I don't want to. I ain't trying to fight you. That's the strongest man in the room.
Yeah.
Always gonna be.
Is it worth it, bro? Because
It's
nowadays
not. It's
niggas do that. Nowadays niggas do
exactly.
that, and you get in a fight in this day and age, and you win, you really lost because that nigga gonna spin the block and he see you again. He got the burner and it's a wrap after that. So you gotta think, bro. And then like everybody got goals. You see, everybody have goals in life, bro. Like just because you're not getting to that goal when you want to, don't mean it's out of reach. Like me personally, I need to take my own advice because I want our podcast and I want our shit to go like to get where it's supposed to go, like on YouTube. Like example, like how Wallow and Gilly got that shit. But it sucks like because me, I'll be wanting, I mean, who don't want immediate results? And when you're not seeing the results that you should be getting, you gotta sit back and be like, okay, what am I doing wrong? And then once you put out everything that you're doing wrong, like, okay, that's why I'm not getting the results I'm getting. So it's just like shit like that. It be ticking me off because I see a lot of like dope podcasts out there. I'm like, damn, bro, we literally have goals of doing that, and we can do the same thing and get to where they're going, if not higher. And it's like, all right, we ain't there yet, but if we just do what we gotta do, we can get there. And that's definitely a goal. So, but yeah, but yeah, that's
Yeah,
that's
trust me.
it.
We're on the same wavelength.
We on the same
We
page, bro. We on
we
the
see
same page.
we see all of the great content that people putting out, and we know that we would like to get to that level where we can put out the same dope content. And it's not that we're trying to compare. Is that we see the work that they're putting in, and we're trying to get to that level where we putting the same work in, so that we can get to the level that they're on. It's not that we're trying to compete with anybody or compare with anybody. We just know that what we talk about is basically the same thing that y'all got going on.
It's
So
just a different
we
way.
we are working on becoming more consistent, doing things the right way, and we understand there's a lot of people that's gonna some people are gonna blow up overnight because they have that following already. So when
Or
they
they do
start theirs,
and just pop.
yeah, when they start theirs, they may get there faster than other people. One thing I had to realize for myself, and like you said, a lot of people want that instant gratification. Life in general is a marathon. We don't know how long we're gonna have to run. Um, but if you sprint the first 100 meters, you ain't gonna be good for the rest of it. And one of the reasons we stepped away, um, as far as the podcast goes, was me getting my mental taken care of, making sure my house and my situation was good. And once that was in order, now we can come back and give y'all some more great content. Because it's not that we weren't giving y'all great content. The shows were great. We were reaching people. We were talking about different things, mostly sports, obviously. But now, when your house is in order, you can come back and you realize, oh yeah, we can do this. If we all we got to do is be consistent,
Right.
be available, show up, and things will work out from there. Make sure we're putting in the work to help grow this into what we know it could be. So for us, for Idiots with a Podcast, um, and I know everybody's gonna look at the name, read the name, and they're like, "Bro, why did y'all even name it that?" The reason that name came up is because we used to get called idiots for our sports takes. especially me. Used to get
Hey,
called, used to get called idiots.
hold on, listen. I'm gonna say this. It kind of got something to do with what you saying. So, and I told you this. I told you this already. So at my job, I was putting on like I put on this guy at my job who was interested in listening to the podcast. I didn't know he actually listened. This was like months ago. I told him about the podcast and stuff like that. And like one day, like last week, he was like, we was talking. He was like, "Oh man, I listened to y'all podcast." And then he was like, "Yeah," he said, "It's definitely dope." And then he said, "But it is for the podcast. I got a question." I said, "What's up?" He said, I'm thinking, he about to say something negative. I'm like, "What's up?" He said, "So out of y'all two, who's the biggest idiot?" I was like, now, listen, this is what I said. I said, now, it depends who you ask. That was my answer. And then he looked at me. He said, "To be honest with you, Corey, I think you are." I was like, wait.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. After the last show and that last segment you had on the last show, you might have that title. Man.
No. Now I only. I mean, I might. Some people might say me. Well, no. Some people might say me. Some people might say you.
It just depends on the day, honestly.
Yeah, it depends on the day. But who has the more wild takes? I'd probably say me.
It happens, bro. Like I said, it depends on the day. Like it depends on what the topic is. Like it could be wild on either end, and I don't have a problem with that. A long time ago I embraced the title of the show because I thought it was catchy and I thought it could get us to a place where we needed to be, and it's been good, bro. Like we've reached a lot of people, but I know there's more that we can reach, and there's more that we can talk about other than just sports. We want to make sure that people see us and they know, like, oh, y'all a sports show. No, no.
Nah.
We talk about sports.
Yeah,
But we can go a lot further than just that.
and that's the beauty of it. Like the chemistry is just there. It's not fake. It's just okay. He ain't got, he don't got the floor right now. Okay, boom. I'm gonna go in. Okay, I got the floor. I don't have the floor. Boom. He gonna go in. You just gotta know when's your spots or where your spots not at. Like it could be a day he got it. It could be a day that I don't got it. One of us gonna pick up the energy. So it's just that's just how it is. But I definitely want to get some I want to interview people. Like it don't even got to be big people. It can just be regular people. What's your story, bro? Like what do you want to accomplish out of life? Like I want stuff like that. It don't got to be nobody big because at the end of the day, bro, we just vibing. Like I know a bunch of people on top. Like I know some basketball trainers. I know people from other podcasts. Like it ain't even like it don't necessarily gotta be a celebrity type. Just what's your story, bro? Like what is your purpose? Like let's get into some positivity. Like just stuff like that, dog. Like it don't necessarily gotta be somebody who's in the limelight. I think a lot of times like it's people or like just podcasts or radio or whatever. It's like you gotta have a name to get interviewed. Nah, I mean anybody can get interviewed just if they want to. Just like more about you. Nothing, no wild shit. Just about you, bro. Nothing too crazy. And I think a lot of times when people come on certain shows, it's like they're getting asked the wrong question. Like it's just like if you put a basketball player on a podcast and you asking him about shit off the wall that don't pertain to what he's doing. Like, just because you saw him in the blogs, don't ask him about why he's in the blogs. Ask him about the game, bro. Like, where did it all start? What do you want to accomplish this year? Or what do you do when no one's looking? Like, that's when a basketball player or an athlete is supposed to get the most work in when nobody's looking. Like, stuff like that. Like, what are your goals after your sport? Like, after you retire? Shit like that, bro. Like, I want to get into shit like that, dog. Like, no, none of that messy shit. Like, I don't like, because we not messy, you know. So why do that? So
Yeah,
I just want to like interview people. So
yeah, we just want to get into some different stuff, man. It's a lot that we can cover. It's a lot of topics out there that'll keep people interested. But like I said, this was one of my favorite shows to record because it was like we said, something different. Being able to talk about music, which is something I love, one of my passions, um, and then being able to talk about Father's Day and mental health. It's it's important to discuss those types of things. So being able to reach different people, especially the younger generation, for me, that's one of the things that's really big for me is reaching that younger generation, the ones that's coming up, the ones that's going into the world. Um, I need to be able to reach them and let them know, hey, it's a lot that's going to be thrown at you once you step into this real world. Um, one, make sure you're mentally prepared. Um, make sure that you have the right people around you.
because there's no angle for this shit, bro. No book.
No, it's not. And make sure that when you get into those situations that's going to test you, it's okay. It's okay to walk away. There's nothing wrong with saying, "Hey, there's nothing good that's going to come out of this. Let me just turn and go the other way." There's nothing wrong with that. You're not soft. You're not childish. You're not none of that. Walk away. There's gonna be other days where you can just live your life, and you'll realize one thing you'll realize some things that you worrying about that got you stressing out, or you wondering how it's gonna go, wondering what the next move is, this, that, and the other. You will start to realize that some of them things that you make seem like they're just so big are really so small. Like they are, some of them problems are so small that like you don't even need to be worrying about that right now. Just live your life day by day. Don't worry about tomorrow because it's not promised. I promise you. Tomorrow's not promised. You don't know if you're gonna wake up tomorrow. You don't know if you're gonna even make it to your bed today. Like,
True. True.
worry about today. Today has its own set of problems. When tomorrow gets here, then you worry about tomorrow. But for now, enjoy life, enjoy every aspect of it, enjoy the people that you have around you. Um, and for the fathers out there, enjoy your kids. Enjoy your kids. Because when they get old, you want them kids to look at you and say, "Yeah, my dad is they don't even need to call you their hero. They can just say, I love my dad." That's that would mean the world to a lot of people. Trust me. A lot of people would love to hear those words right there. Um, so yeah, man. Like I said, any closing thoughts from you?
Uh, just everybody stay tuned, man. Whoever's watching, I don't give a fuck if it's one person, two people. I don't care. Just I appreciate everybody who tuned in. You know, it ain't about how you start, by how you finish, and we gonna get to where we gotta go. It's gonna be it's some new. I like this energy. It's some new energy in the air, so I'm liking this. So I'm liking it.
We're gonna take this thing.
Got some,
We're gonna take this thing to a new level, man.
I got some.
We're gonna,
I got some ideas, man. So we
put the work. We're gonna put the work in, man, for sure. We're gonna put the work in. But if that's all, man, I don't have nothing else. I just want to say, like y'all see in the corner, Idiots with a Podcast. That's the name of the show. We said it. Y'all should know it by now. For everybody that tuned in, we appreciate all of y'all. We appreciate y'all in the comments, leaving comments. My boy Beck, we see you in there. Tez, what's good, Tez? Happy Father's Day to you, my guy.
I can't really see who all was watching.
Yeah, we can't tell who was watching, but the people in the chat, we appreciate y'all, especially Tej, man. Tej, happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day, Tej.
Bro. Appreciate you always tuning in. Appreciate everybody that was tuned into the show. Hope you enjoyed it. Everybody on all the different platforms. If you was watching from Twitter, watching from Facebook, YouTube, wherever you was watching from, we appreciate you, man.
Maybe I should bring my Facebook back. I think I might, bro, and be on there, but I don't really. Wait, 97 people was watching. Oh shit!
Yeah, we had a pretty good group, man.
All right, that's what's up, man. Let's turn that 97 to 98 next time.
Like I said, we appreciate y'all for tuning in, man, and just being with us. This is just another step on the journey, man, and we're gonna get where we need to go.
When we back,
we're gonna be ramping this thing up. Is July, so almost July, and you know what that means. We're getting closer and closer to football season. So, but we also got some more stuff coming for y'all, man. Every week we're gonna try to drop at least 2 episodes for sure, at least 2. We'll definitely keep our sports takes going because that's just what we love to talk about. But we're gonna have music. We're gonna have mental health. You never know. You never know. We might have some counselors on here. We might have some musicians on here. You might have somebody playing some music. You just never know. You never know. So, but yeah, man, Idiots with a Podcast. Y'all follow us on all the socials. On Twitter, idiots_podcast_. Follow us on Instagram, idiots_with podcast. We're gonna be posting on there a lot more, going live as well. Facebook, just type in Idiots with a Podcast. Follow us on YouTube. All you got to do is search it up, or you can search up my YouTube. We're gonna have all the videos. Search up our individual pages. You'll find them. If you find Idiots with a Podcast, you're gonna find our individual pages. But that's all, man, for your boy Mike, my brother Corey. Idiots with a Podcast. Until next time, we out of here, man.